Let's talk about all the books I read in the month of March. I read 8 books because I was home for a week. Shout out to my broken toe. First book I read was Part of Your World. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars and it's on Kindle Unlimited. I was not a fan of this book. I did read Yours Truly last year. I know I read the whole series out of order, but that book just dragged for me. These books are just not my cup of tea. The second book I read was called Follow Me and I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. This was my March first reads choice. This was a really fun read about a mom influencer trip gone wrong, and this was just like a really quick, easy read thriller. The third book I read was Just for Summer. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars and it's on Kindle Unlimited. Every single character annoyed me in this book, especially Justin. Couldn't stand him. Personally, I would really rate this 2.5, but you can't leave halves, so I was nice and I rounded up. Fourth book I read was The Crash. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars and this is on Kindle Unlimited. I love Frieda McFadden's books. I enjoyed this a lot and I did not expect a lot of the things that happened in this book. I would love a short story or a whole separate book about Polly and Hank. The fifth book I read was I'm Glad My Mom Died and I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. I've had this on my TBR for the longest time, pretty much since it came out. I finally treated myself and all I have to say is read this if you have not read it already. The sixth book I read was called Did You Hear About Kitty Karr? I gave this 3 out of 5 stars and it's on Kindle Unlimited. This book reminded me a lot of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, so if you really liked that book, you'll like this one. Seventh book I read was called Love Mom and I gave this 4 out of 5 stars and it's on Kindle Unlimited. This is described as a fast-paced thriller and it was just that. There was so many good twists and turns and it was just an overall great read. If you're in a reading slump, read this. The final and 8th book that I read for the month of March was called The Unhoneymooners. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars and it was on Kindle Unlimited. This was your typical enemies to lovers type of book. This was a really cute, easy read. I enjoyed it. Tell me what you read in the month of March and give me some recommendations down below.